I'd like to show you how to create a UDL solution. We're going to go into My Portfolio and we'll select UDL Solution. This time I'm going to add a new UDL and I'm going to just title the lesson, and this is going to do with my Gettysburg Address lesson, and I'm going to select the grade and the subject area that I'm planning to use this lesson in, and then I'll select the UDL principle I'm going to apply. There's 3 principles. If you need help, just hover over the help and it will describe the 3 different principles. This time I'm going to choose multiple means of action and expression. And now we're going to type in a short description of the lesson. And this is very short summary. First we did this, then, and finally. Just a few sentences so that another teacher would have the gist of what the lesson was. Then I'm going to go to Learners and describe the students that I intend to implement this with, and then I'm going to save my UDL solution. Now I'm going to examine the components of that lesson and look for some barriers and see if I can remove the barriers. So the first curriculum barrier type, it could be learning goals, materials, methods, or assessment, and in this case I'm going to identify the barriers that are going to be in the materials, and there's going to be unfamiliar vocabulary in the Gettysburg Address. And to address that, that's going to be a reading barrier for many students. They're going to have some trouble with the vocabulary. So the evidence-based practice that I could use to remove this barrier is going to be literacy, and I'm going to use explicit vocabulary instruction. So that means I'm going to teach explicitly some specific words, and I can go on to describe how I'm going to do that through modeling definition, offering examples, and asking students to write a definition in their own words. And now I'm going to add my UDL chart, and if I'd like, I can add as many lesson components that might pose barriers for students as I'd like, and see if I can resolve some of those barriers. Now I'm going to attach some standards to this, and I already have in my Mastery of Standards some standards related to the Gettysburg Address, so I'm going to find those if I can here. See if we can find Gettysburg Address standards, which there they are. And I'm going to ask the students to cite evidence making and inference as well. And so I'm going to put those 2 standards in, and here they are. I am going to assess students through speaking, their content knowledge about the Gettysburg Address and why we remember it, and I am also going to assess them through writing, citing evidence and making an inference. And now I'm going to go to attachments, and I'm going to upload any materials that I use with the students so that I can share those with others. And in this case, I will just upload the Gettysburg Address materials.